let's start with a review that is not so great. Okay. So
Oh,
I know I had high hopes because it's by Kristin Hannah. It's called Distant Shores. Have you heard of it?
mm-mm.
Liz, no. Okay, so I made the false assumption that like most of her books were historical fiction. They're not, which is fine. Like I like reading different genres and whatnot. This one is what did Goodreads classify it as? Chick lit. Have you heard of that? I haven't.
No.
No. Okay. So I mistakenly read a chick lit book. It is not rom-com. It is, I'll give you a quick synopsis. So, main girl, her name's Elizabeth, and she's married to this guy named Jack. They've been together since college. They're married. They're like in their mid to late 40s. They have two children. Okay. Jack used to be a professional football player, got injured, and then had a drug abuse problem. So he like kind of ruined his career and he's been working for like the past like 15, 20 years to try and get back to his level of like success that he had before. Now he works in like sports newscasting, like a reporter. And so they've been moving basically like every year, every couple years for sorry, I just got a text. For like different job opportunities for him. Okay, so she's kind of put her life, Elizabeth has put her life on the back burner. And the book really starts out as like he just got this awesome new job opportunity. He wants to move them across the country, but she actually really likes where she's at right now and likes the life they built, and it really feels like home for once. And so there's this just what's it called? They're not,
Tension.
yeah. And so then a few other things happen. The synopsis of the book paints it to be like this tragic event happens. It's not that tragic. Okay. So don't get your hopes up for something crazy. Um, and they end up like she's kind of just like, fuck it, I'm gonna do my own thing now and I'm gonna live my own life and find out who I am again. And so that's really the whole gist of the book. I didn't give away any spoilers because, like, you kind of trying to figure out are they going to stay together? Are they going to get divorced? Like, what's going to happen? What happens with this tragic event? Um, and so I rated it a C plus. I wouldn't recommend it, especially to you guys. I would not read it again, and I had trouble really getting through it. And I'll tell you why. And this is my own personal pet peeve. Elizabeth's dad is in this book, and she calls him daddy. And I think it's so creepy because he's like this grown, like 80 to 80-year-old man. And then like her stepmom's in it too. And she also calls him daddy. And it just really freaked me out. And then the second reason I gave this a C plus is because I hate her husband in this. Jack is a total douchebag. Like I could not even couldn't understand where he was coming from on anything he ever said. I did not agree with it. I think he's selfish. I think he is just like this masochistic, terrible character that I hated throughout the entire book. Like drug problems, whatever, like that's the least of the things about Jack that are like that's like something you can get over, you know? But like his infidelity, his like selfishness, everything is about him and like he's trying to become this like get this like power and like celebrity status back. It's just so stupid. So there's my opinion.
I can't
I
get over
like
the
can't read
daddy.
this.
What?
You gotta,
I
you've
can't get
read
over
too many
the
smut
daddy thing.
books.
That's I don't know. I could not do that.
That's
That's weird.
creepy.
it's it's creepy and it's
Like that's
I
what like little kids say, like 4-year-olds,
yeah,
like, not like grown people.
no,
Yeah.
I would never call my father that.
You can't even say it jokingly right now.
I can't. I no, I wouldn't. I think Scott might die if I said that. Maybe I should do it sometime just to see his facial reaction.
I'd be like, what the fuck did you just say
Yeah,
to me?
creepy. I
Like,
um I also think like it's interesting to read about like the main character was like 45 in this. And so like maybe I just couldn't relate to it, like to what she's going through, kind of like a midlife crisis, honestly. So like maybe like an older demographic might like it more. They might relate to like what she was feeling and whatnot. But kind of at the same time, I was like, Elizabeth, just do whatever the hell you want. Like it was just frustrating to listen to her read, and like she's very passive. She doesn't really speak up for herself. The whole book is about her basically trying to figure out how to tell her husband that like she wants to have a life too. And I'm like, just say it.
She sounds weak. I don't like it.
Are you embarrassed that you share the name with her? You should
I'm
be.
so embarrassed. We should take her name away.
She has a nickname
Which
that
one of the 20 nicknames for Elizabeth does she have?
what would take a guess? It's not a normal one.
My least favorites
Yeah.
are Beth and Betsy.
Or
Is it
what?
one Beth and Betsy?
It's not that, but it does start with a B.
What is it?
Birdie.
That's awful.
And so that's my thing is like I'm just going through this and I'm like Birdie, Daddy, Jack. I don't know. It's just
There's so many better options for Elizabeth to have nicknames, like Eliza.
Liza. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Liza Jane. Another thing I think is interesting. This is the same thing that happened in Night Road and Distant Shores. She talks about like how you know you like truly love someone, and what happens in both books is that they like the woman starts crying when they kiss for the first time. And I'm like, I would.
No.
Oh my God.
Yeah. She like in both books, that's the advice she gives of like how you know you found the one. And I'm like, well, shoot, Ross, we're screwed. Because I didn't.
PSA, if you kiss a guy and you start crying, seek a therapist, maybe.
Yeah.
Just talk to someone.
Yeah. So that's just Shores by Chris. It has a 3.76 Goodreads rating. So now I feel like that's my cutoff of like, okay, if it's below a 3.8, I probably shouldn't read it because it's probably not good. It's not that this was terrible. It's just not my chick lit is not my thing.
It doesn't sound like it has relatable characters either.
Yeah, that too. I will say I like books like this sometimes in between like fantasy and other series, but this one just did not grasp my attention. So there you have it.